Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 78. Happy Saturday night, and welcome Gordon.
Yep, we have a special guest in the studio.
She'll probably be there for for the remainder.
She's going to take a bath.
So they've been hanging up on there because that's a radiator, obviously it's warm, and then I ended up putting one of my scarves on there that's warm and toasty, so now I think last night both of them were up there at one point.
Yeah,
enjoying life.
One night during the week, they actually slept there. They were there when I came down in the morning. Yeah.
That makes me so happy.
Although I don't think it's as warm on this radiator as it is upstairs where they normally.
And I think it's so funny because I always want them to be on a blanket, in a pillow, on a bed somewhere soft, on the couch or anything. They lay on the floor all the time where it's like ice cold, but it just makes me happy when they take advantage of the soft spot.
That sounded kind of like Dr. Zeus.
It did.
On a plane, on a train.
So today was pretty awesome in my book for several reasons. We slept in. That's always key.
You're not supposed to tell that. That's personal business.
Yeah. 2, I was in my pajamas until 4 o'clock.
I wasn't really. Yes. I wasn't paying close attention. That's good though.
Well, it's kind of like, I mean, it's obviously tons of snow outside. There's nowhere really to go.
And now it's super icy too.
Super icy. We have giant icicles off our house, which I really want to throw tennis balls or something at to knock them down. I might do that tomorrow. And
we'll have to do it. We'll have to film it. We'll have to do a live video of you throwing tennis balls.
Oh my gosh!
I thought we could open up our window and throw the shovel.
Well,
and we'd have to go back down and retreat.
Because there's one. So the overhang out of our house is obviously way further than our bedroom window, but there's a giant icicle that's hanging out there. I'd really like to kick.
That's because the roof line is square. It comes to a 90-degree angle, but the house has I don't know. It made sense to me in my head, but I couldn't come up with the words to explain it. So that one bedroom window of ours, our bedroom doesn't come to a corner at a 90-degree angle at that point. There's a flat.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's a weird shape.
It's a trapezoid.
It is.
It's like a square with one corner cut off. Think of it that way.
And I was even thinking, like, could I take some of your wire hangers from the dry cleaners and like make a thing and like.
You probably could, but it wouldn't be strong enough, really.
That's what I was thinking.
That's why I was thinking of taking the snow shovel and throwing it. I mean, it's plastic snow shovel, so it's not that big.
I mean, just go in our backyard.
Nothing is in the backyard.
Not like that anybody's, you have to yell for somebody to do a thing.
But the icicles are all strategically lined up over the walkway in the backyard.
Yeah, if you were underneath it when that thing decided to fall, I'm pretty sure you'd be impaled, so that's not good.
It would be like how on A Christmas Story he pretends that the icicle broke his glasses.
Yes.
But it could happen in real life.
And then the other thing, I made bread today. So I made like pita breads. It's called soft sandwich pockets or something like that. But I made a bunch of those today. So
I thought you were going to talk about solving some of our technical problems
that
we complained about the last time. I thought that was our big news.
We can talk about that too. That is also big news. So we discussed before having technical difficulties in our last episode. You can watch it if you missed it. But we figured out a bunch of stuff since then.
Yeah. One critical thing was that we figured out that if we created a separate Facebook, I could switch on my laptop between my personal account and our joint account by logging in through Facebook.
Right.
So that solved the one problem we had where we were not able to upload videos from the computer because it would not let either one of us log in to our joint account. Our personal computers would only let us log in to our own individual accounts, even though we have the correct password and everything like that for the joint account. For some reason on the computer, typically you could only connect to one account, whereas on the phone, you could toggle back and forth between multiple accounts. For whatever reason, it's set up that way. But we figured out that if we created it's funny because it's a Facebook business account.
Yeah. We're not selling anything.
We're not selling anything. We're not monetizing it. But so we actually have a Facebook page that you can like.
You can.
Jen_and_Dave.
We'll put a link down. So
we'll drop a link.
We'll drop a link.
In the bio. Don't people always say that? Link in bio. So we have, you know what? I said the underscores. That's actually, we also created a Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Facebook, it's just Jen and Dave. On Twitter, it's Jen and Dave 1, all run together. But that shows up as never mind. It's Jen and Dave 1, all run together. 2 N's in Jen.
We're just like branching out our social media.
So if you want to follow us on the Twitter machine, we will not post toxic, angry political rants.
No.
And we won't engage anybody who does.
Yeah.
We'll ignore the toxic political rants. We save that for our own private conversations. No.
Not for the general public.
Not for the general public. We share that with our children. But
the advantage of now that we got it all fixed is that we're not limited to just 15 minutes. So you always have to like watch the clock because then if it's longer than that, it won't let you upload on the phone, and it's just like a whole thing.
Well, that's what's so crazy. So in any iOS device, whether it's your phone or an iPad or something like that, you're limited to 15 minutes. But you can easily access multiple accounts on a phone or an iPad or whatever. On the computer, if you can access your account, you can upload up to an hour. Right? And we're just going to keep talking.
Yeah, so lucky for you, we're just going to keep talking way longer.
But so in the past, what we had done was by using a different browser on my laptop, we were able to log into our joint account and upload the longer videos. Long involved story, I had problems with my other laptop. I still had a backup laptop. On the backup laptop, I wasn't able to switch between accounts.
Yeah.
Then we solved that problem by creating the Facebook, and now I can switch between accounts. I have to log out and log into the other one.
We almost wanted to celebrate a little bit that we figured out how to work this whole thing.
We drank all night once we solved that problem.
Yeah, we were like, woo!
And then we also upgraded our audio game.
Yes.
So now what we do is, this is a lesson, kids, never give up.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Never give up.
Believe in yourself, and you can do anything you set your heart to.
So now we figured out that we can use an app called Audacity to record the audio track simultaneously while we use our iPad to record the video. And then, so we have Audacity running on my phone while the screen is locked, but it's running.
It's happening.
It's happening. Well, now it's giving me a hard time because I was trying to unlock it in an awkward thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm going to do it anyway. So it's recording whilst we are recording audio. And then through iMovie, they sync up very nicely.
Yes.
So, we'll see. Because maybe this time it won't. And then it'll be all messed up when we finally post this video. But we think.
We'll never show it because I was still in my pajamas.
And you were singing.
I was singing just to practice.
I did and I did
He's
one.
like, would you like to sing a song? I was like, sure. I sang her Carpenter's song.
That's true, you did. Well, and I tried it whilst you were doing other things. We're going to say whilst from now on.
Yeah.
We're going to pretend we're British or.
Oh, that was the other thing.
Or Canadian.
Organization. I hung up clothes and organized my closet, so that was another thing.
And
check off my list.
Right, and while you were organizing, I fooled around with this audio process with the guitar, which I would have saved that video, except I kind of screwed it up what I was playing. But it was not for purposes. It wasn't for public consumption. It was just to see if there was
testing.
If this plan of mine would work, and it does apparently.
Yeah.
Although, as I said, we'll see. We don't really know what it's going to sound like until we actually post the video. So maybe it'll be all screwed up. Maybe it'll sound good to us, and then when people listen to it, it'll be all messed up. So who knows?
We'll see.
It's an adventure.
Look at how cute Gordy is.
She's awesome.
Oh
now the only problem is now I have to be very careful if I belch after because
pick up everything.
Yeah, it'll pick up everything. The microphones will be more sensitive. We always record after eating dinner. We may have to start recording before dinner now so that we don't have any of that.
Yeah.
But yes, we have the awesome cat.
So cute.
Hanging out. I wish her sister would join us because that would be awesome too.
Definitely. So yeah, we're supposed to get more snow tomorrow.
We are supposed to get more snow.
And then we've mentioned before how we order groceries from Amazon Fresh, but now I think because the weather is just so bad everywhere, more people are just ordering online than normally. Because in the past, I've been able to order like around 1 o'clock on a Saturday for like 1 o'clock on Sunday delivery, and I literally got to the end and it said limited delivery on Sunday, and I was like, oh no. And there was only one left, and it's at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. So I was like, but I'd already invested all that time. We discussed like what we're gonna get, meals and stuff like that. So I wasn't gonna like just forget it and then go to the grocery store because I already committed.
I'm thinking we may just have to take Monday off.
I kind of think so.
Yeah.
Just to like recover because we
did a lot today.
Yeah.
And then we have to get our tattoos touched up.
Yes.
That's the other thing.
And I think it's funny because the guy has texted several times, which is
he's not being a stalker.
He's not.
He's
but
just
he just
sent
like
us some
wants
messages.
us to get back in, and he doesn't want it. Does he want to do anything with mine or just?
Well,
yours?
I don't know. It wasn't
Okay.
really entirely clear. I posted it was, I think we mentioned, it was National Guitar Day, which is funny because there is such a thing as a national guitar, like a steel guitar, like that we saw on Storage Wars yesterday. Sometimes it's a brand, but it's called a national guitar. But anyway, it was National Guitar Day on Thursday.
Yes.
Not this past Thursday, a week ago. Well, whatever. I don't know. It's a time warp. But I posted a picture of my guitar tattoo because I like it so much. And he saw that, and then that's when he messaged us about coming in. Yeah, it was a week ago.
But
I guess
he probably wants to make sure like it's 100% like what he envisioned, before
Right.
he posts it on his. He's already posted it, but I mean.
But
I
it
think
is a marketing thing for them, and that's fine. I mean, I get it. It's artwork, and they want it, so he wants to touch it up a little bit and take another picture.
And it won't be another 3 hours.
No, he promised it would only be a half hour. So that's
at least
fine.
you know what you're
I know
expecting it to go in there. So, but it's like still a half hour.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not all that concerned about it, but I do want to do it, and I mean, I think it looks great as is, but he's the expert. So,
yeah, he said he wanted to do some like shadows.
Well, there's already some shadows on there.
I can't
so
remember
I
what he said he wanted to do. Just touch it up.
I think just touch it up.
Yeah.
Because it is a little bit gross, but it's true. I mean, your skin will always peel in the vicinity of a tattoo. You try to, you put lotion on it and stuff like that so it doesn't lose the actual tattoo. But it will peel a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I think that's part of it. And then I had a scare because
I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, I posted this was hilarious and it really freaked me out. I posted a picture of the guitar, of the actual guitar, and the tattoo side by side, and somebody pointed out that it looked like my tattoo was backwards. So I'm right-handed. I play a right-handed guitar. The photo was of a right-handed guitar, but they were mirror images of each other. And the photo of the guitar and the photo of the tattoo were mirror images of each other. And somebody said, "Is the tattoo backwards?" And I was
and you're
stumped.
like, "Oh my God, is it?"
Yeah, for a minute I thought it was, and it's like, we had texted the images of what we wanted to the tattoo artist and everything like that. He did the drawings and he created a what's the word I was going to say template, not a template. What's the word?
Like a
stencil.
Yes.
And then he puts that on the area where they do the tattoo, and then you
look at it beforehand,
right.
to approve it or whatever.
And so everything looked right to me. Well, here's the thing: the tattoo is correct. It's just for some reason the photo of the guitar was flipped, not the tattoo. So, and I was totally confused because I took the picture of the tattoo in the mirror.
So then you're like,
thought, is it because I took it as the image was a mirror image? Is that why it's wrong? Fine, it was driving me crazy, and I was really embarrassed. I deleted the post because I thought, oh God, what's happening here? Did I not catch this? Because it wouldn't have been the artist's fault. It would have been my fault for not realizing it. Because he showed me the artwork. He put the stencil on. I had a couple of opportunities. Anyway, he did it correctly. Finally, I'm looking in the mirror, and this is literally what I did. I turned my arm this way because the guitar is upright. I turned my arm this way, and I'm like, no, that's right, because this is how I would play it. Because really, it literally took me to do that. I'm like, no, this is right, because here's the neck of the guitar.
Right.
Here's my right hand. This is how I would do it.
Right.
And finally, I'm like, no. It was just because, and I think I had the setting on my camera somehow.
Yes.
Had on my phone had flipped it. So thank God, I don't know whether the image that I sent him was reversed and somehow he figured out that it was right-handed.
I don't know.
In any event, the tattoo is correct. The image that I posted showed the guitar in the wrong orientation.
Yes.
My God, I had a heart attack though.
Yeah, because you're like, okay, this thing is already on my arm, and now it's going to be like permanently, and then people are going to be like,
because if it was an image of a left-handed guitar, then people would be going, oh, are you left-handed? I'm like, no, I'm right-handed. Well, then why do you have a left-handed guitar tattoo?
Right.
I don't have a left-handed guitar tattoo. It's just my brain was just like, I was like really trying to figure this out.
So
trust your tattoo artist, people.
Yeah, it all worked out. So that's
it all
good.
worked
out.
Are
you gonna post it back again?
No, because the photo is still it'll still look wrong.
Right.
I mean, what I did was I posted 2 separate photos. I just did them next to each other. So that's why you could compare the two, and that's why it looked wrong. But so now I can't post the picture of the guitar, that particular picture of the guitar, next to the picture of the tattoo. So anyway, so that's
So that's that. And then other news.
I literally came out of the bathroom yesterday and explained this whole thing to you.
Yes, I know.
And you're like,
I think if it was like if it looked backwards, I would have said something like I would have recognized it as like
you would have figured it out. I would have figured it out.
Ooh, I think I said a swear. Sorry.
Yeah, and I don't know how to bleep things out. On the show. So
is my sister here? Just kidding.
Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should just go blue.
Go blue?
Like blue, like foul, adult.
Exactly. And then just have that could be a second channel.
I can recite the famous Elia Rant when he was manager of the Cubs in 1983.
Okay, I don't know.
Oh my God, it was the best thing that ever happened in the entire history of sports. Maybe second to the Cubs winning the World Series, but Elia was the Cubs manager. And they were a good team in 1983, but they were not quite, breaking through to like the playoff. Well, they went to the playoffs in '84 because Lee knew what he was talking about. But they only played day games back in those days, and so they lost one game in mid to late April of '83, and so they were below 500 at that point in the season. Only a game or two, but and during this afternoon game that they lost, it was afternoon game on a weekday, the fans were booing. And so a reporter asked Elia after the game what he thought of it, and he went off on this tirade, this profanity-laced tirade that is one of the greatest and funniest things.
Okay, I'm going to have to listen to that.
Oh my
I've
God.
Never heard that, I don't think.
It's hysterically funny. And he was 100% right, because people should have backed off. That was a good team. It was a very young team. I want to say it was Ryan Sandberg's first year, maybe. It was a very good team, but they just, it takes a while, as we now know,
to build it
to get to that level. Elia, and the whole thing was he was ranting about people who show up for day games in the middle of the week, like they don't have jobs and everything.
Right.
But it was the funniest thing, and I, in the summer of 1983, I got a job clerking at my brother-in-law's law firm. I graduated college in '83, and I took a year off before going to law school. So I was clerking in my brother-in-law's law firm, and one of the guys in the firm had a friend who was a sports writer for a local paper. I think it was the Tribune. And these guys in the sports department took the recording of Elia's rant, and they they created a fake Cubs commercial. The Cubs had these TV and radio spots where the theme was, the Cubs are coming out of hibernation. And so they had this real peppy music to start, and then you hear some voiceover guy goes, Cub manager Lee Elia talks about the loyal fans, and then just this rant. They can't hold down a job, and this, that, and the other thing, and just like F-bomb after F-bomb after F-bomb. It's one of the greatest things I've ever heard. But doing it in the context of this fake commercial was particularly
That is
hilarious.
funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm totally have to watch that.
So now I think we're just gonna curse all the time.
Okay. Game on.
Game on.
Yeah. And in other news, we had talked briefly at the end of the holidays, getting back in our exercise and health plan thing. I kind of got off a little bit. You've still been getting up and working out, so kudos to you. And before I was working out before work. I'm here all day, so there's nothing, I don't have small kids. There's no excuse for me to do it. But then it would be like, well, I'll work out at lunch, and then it's like, well, I don't want to get sweaty, and then have to do this whole thing, and then it's like, it's just a thing, and then the day runs out. So I'm putting my hat back in the ring. I'm gonna get up early and work out and get it off my plate before.
Well, the snow hasn't helped because we've
That's
had
true.
several days where I get up to work out and end up shoveling snow instead. I guess it's a workout. Well, we did that on Tuesday together.
Did. Yeah, for an hour, so that counts for something.
That was probably the best exercise I've gotten in ages.
Yeah, for sure. At least the snow wasn't like super heavy, so that was good.
No, but there was a lot of it.
Yeah, there's.
We said the other day that we got around a foot. It was more like 18 inches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so a lot.
Yeah.
So that's my plan. I'm just putting it out there in the universe. Anything. But that's been what's been going on in our world, and like I said, we have no plans for tomorrow. Just kind of hang out and relax, since we did so much today. And we hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.